Heroes Like Us is a series intended at sharing comic book characters from various backgrounds and identities. We won't always get everything right, so feel free to make amendments and corrections in the comments. They're always appreciated. What's not appreciated, however, is any form of hate speech or intolerance, so comments of that nature will be immediately deleted and those users blocked from this channel. This is a place of education and celebration. Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic, and welcome to our series Heroes Like Us, where we look at a certain identity and then we look at comic book characters that have that identity. This is our third time revisiting Muslim superheroes. I think it's awesome that we have enough stuff to fill up 3 videos, and so here we're going to give you another handful of characters that you probably don't know about, and maybe comic books that you want to check out now. So you don't need to watch these in any order, so if you haven't watched 1 and 2, when we're done here, I'll give you links to those videos, or you can take a time out, go watch 1 and 2, and then come back here for 3. So let's dive into our Muslim superheroes for today. First up, we have Jetstream from Marvel Comics, Harun ibn Salah al-Rashid. I want to apologize, some of these names I'm probably not pronouncing correctly, so if I did not do that correctly, feel free to phonetically correct me down in the comments. I'm trying my best. So let's talk about Jetstream. Jetstream is a villain kind of from the Marvel universe. His powers are similar to the hero Cannonball. He can basically create this energy that allows him to propel himself through the air. He did this with such force that it basically tore him in half. And he was fixed and basically turned into a cyborg by a group called the Hellfire Club, which is a villainous group. And he basically felt that he owed them, and so that's why he served these villains. And they basically allowed him to use his power and not kill himself. So he served as what's called a Hellion for a long time, but he was eventually killed. And so in the comic books now, he's not currently active. Up next from the company Liquid Comics, we've got the character Silver Scorpion, Bashir Bari. Bashir is a Syrian who lost his legs in a tragic accident. He kind of spiraled into depression and isolation, didn't really see hope until he discovered, how do I start this origin? He found this man who used to be the host to this powerful energy. The man died, and so then Bashir became the new host. And this power is the ability to control metal. So he basically uses this newfound power to create this suit that allows him to get around and allows him to fight evil and injustice wherever he finds it. Liquid Comics is a relatively small operation compared to the big 2, so if you want to support what they're doing with Silver Scorpion and other titles like that, check out the links in the description. Up next from Vertigo Comics, we have Shahara Hasan from the comic book series Bodies. Now, Bodies is an interesting story. It's a limited run, so that it wasn't a huge extensive story, it was just a self-contained thing, but it was 4 detectives that were in London at 4 different times throughout history. So 2 are in the past, 1's in the current modern day, and 1's in the future. And they're all trying to figure out these crimes that may or may not be connected. So Shahara is in modern day London, and she is a Muslim woman. And so she is trying to be a police officer and also combating prejudice and discrimination against her in today's political environment. So the story is set in a realistic world. There's no superpowers. It's just about police, murders, and investigation. If you want to check out Bodies, I've heard it's incredible, though with the time component it can be a little hard to grasp. So look up Bodies if you're interested in that, interested in Shahara as a main protagonist. Now this Heroes Like Us video is actually going to include more than 100 Muslim characters. And that sounds crazy, but we're going to talk about 99 of them right now. The 99 is a group from Teshkil Comics. So in Islamic tradition, there are 99 names for Allah. So things like the Maker, the Creator, the Kind. There are titles like that are given to him. So there are 99. So in this comic book series, they play with the idea that 99 people around the world each get this gemstone that is infused with one of the character traits of Allah. So these 99 people all get powers. Now the book obviously doesn't focus on 99 people because that's way too many, but we look at a small subsection of some of those 99. So for example, from Yemen, we get Batina the Hidden, who can turn invisible. We have Dar the Afflictor from the US who can cause physical pain, and Jabbar the Powerful from Saudi Arabia who's incredibly strong. Now this book did incredibly well. There is an animated series you can find on YouTube for free. Here's some clips while we're talking about this. But it was also not received well. Even in primarily Muslim countries, there is divisive opinion on this, that in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, some other countries maybe, there was a feeling that this was blasphemous, that this was not appropriate, and even quote unquote work of the devil. So not every Muslim country embraced this comic book series. So I found that interesting. So that is it for this video. If you can think of other Muslim superheroes that you want us to talk about, or comic book characters in general from any country, identity, religion, let me know. We are always expanding these videos. We're trying to put out as many as we can. We have over 50 of them now. So if you're new to this series, check out the entire playlist here and you'll find all sorts of interesting stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.